All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bone Zone. It has been a minute since I have made a video about my current looper setup. If you're new to this channel, I have a separate YouTube channel where I do music only. I'm shifting this one into kind of like review territory studio stuff. But anyways, I do trombone looping, brass looping, synth looping, basically everything looping, and I try to do overdubs and just music kind of things. And today we're going to be talking about my current looper setup, which I'm going to show you guys one by one. It's a good opportunity because I'm working on my new studio, which looks the same as my old one. I'm just moving it to have more room. So I'm going to show you guys one by one, and then I'm going to show you the path that it takes, and then I will show you guys how I plug it in, which will probably be when most of you will check out of the video. So anyways, let's get going. I need like a slab of wood. All right, here we go. I got a beautiful slab of oak plywood. All right, let's go down here. All right, so here is all of like this small equipment in my arsenal. The only thing I'm not including, which I'm gonna write down in a second, is like my electric piano and then like my speaker, which would be at the end. So you know what, let's just draw it. Electric piano, which is this Yamaha MX49. And then at the end, I would basically have the speaker for the amp. So let's start right here with my microphones. That right there is a beautiful DPA instrument microphone. It sounds fantastic. They're pretty expensive, but they sound incredible. That right there is a Shure SM57. I use that sometimes for tuba, and it sounds fantastic. Yeah, so these are my instruments. Right here is a Roland Spd1, which I've been using sometimes. I'm getting a little noise from it. I'm trying to fix that, but I'm including it in this video. And then I also have my electric piano. So these all go right in to my mixer. So that's the first step. So then I got my Yamaha, what is it, MG10XU mixer. Really nice mixer, has a really nice sound. Plenty of inputs, which I like because I'm a multi-instrumentalist. You've got your EQ settings, you've got two little compressors that are kind of okay, but gain, all kinds of little settings. You can put effects on it too if you want, but I never do. I usually go for a pretty flat, dry signal. So all that goes into there, and I mix right here. After that, which is very important, let's go up here, goes into the compressor. My compressor is very important for soloing. I don't know about guitars and stuff, but like with trombone, if you make a loop and then try to solo over it, you've basically already drowned yourself out. So this compressor allows the solo to be boosted a little bit and heard better, and it gives it a nice sound too. So that's the compressor. After that, we're going into this bass clone, which is an electro harmonics pedal. It's a chorus pedal, and it sounds awesome with trombone and other things, but especially trombone. I just tried it one time and it worked. After that, we're going into the Canyon delay pedal, another electro harmonics pedal. It's an analog delay pedal with a beautiful sound. Works great with trombone. It's got a unique sound. I considered finding a stereo delay pedal, but my setup is mono anyways, so I stick with that one. It's an awesome pedal. After that, we go into the amazing Hall of Fame reverb pedal by TC Electronic. This knob has all kinds of different reverb effects on it, and I actually use all of them quite a bit, so I switch around a lot on that one. Unlike the delay pedal where I kind of stick with the echo, but this one I actually use all the settings. So after this, we're going right into the looper pedal. I'm actually thinking about getting the Boss RC600 looper pedal, but it kind of seems to like not be showing up. It was supposed to be coming out in December and it just didn't happen, but this is a fantastic pedal. I'm going to be having new reviews for all of these things too, so watch out on my channel for that. Alright, so the Boss RC500 loop station pedal, which is my favorite pedal I've ever had so far. It's how I make my music. That's really the heart. That's the heart where I make all the beats and I loop tracks, and it's fantastic. And then I kind of just include this in there because this adds 2 extra pedals and it already has 3, so it's a lot more functionality. It's just a foot controller that controls settings on this. Okay, so then after this, so it goes in here and then out right into my amp. And that's the final, well, sort of the final step, but for as far as music making, that's the final step, which is right there. Looks like it's burnt. Looks like it has bird crap all over it, but it's actually wax. I bought it like that. So yeah, here, let me get up here and just show you guys. If you want to pause the video, you can, oh, let me get my cap. If you want to pause the video, you can look at it. That's the entire path of my looper setup. Okay. So now that we got that, I'm gonna show you guys how I set it up, and I'm gonna show you some of my other equipment. Ignore all this other stuff, that's kind of for decoration. I don't really use that stuff anymore. I might in the future though. I've been thinking about doing some like mini jams with those things. But anyways, this here is my Yamaha MX49 keyboard synthesizer. It's got like over 1,000 sounds. It's a very, very useful tool for what I do. It's grungy in the light, but it's pretty new. You can actually still get these, I think. They're really, really good value. They're like sub $600 keyboards, and boy, they just sound fantastic. So right here is my Roland amplifier. Now what I mentioned, what I mentioned earlier about it not quite being the end of my path, I actually take a plug from here and I make a path going to my computer, which has my USB audio interface right there. But for the most part, this is the end of the signal. And then this here is my beautiful, excuse me. And then this here is my beautiful Shire's custom trombone, which is a fantastic, fantastic instrument. So yeah, this is a great trombone. Beautiful rose brass bell. My personal favorite look. Plays great. Alright, and then other than that, I have, oh, this trumpet here. Oh my god, looks like it's coming from heaven. So this trumpet is like it's a pretty old King Cleveland Superior trumpet, which I just got recently, and I fixed it up at the brass repair shop that I work at, and it's playing really well. So I'm planning on incorporating that into the 2022 season. So yeah, awesome little trumpet. Back to heaven you go. Oh my god, it's too bright over here. All right, now I'm gonna show you guys me plugging in all the wires, which is this. That's what I have to do. I need a curtain for that. Easier ways of doing this. This right here is what you call a sawhorse. Works great for pedals. Alright, so a quick test here. Alright. So I got that set up. Now that I got everything, let me show you what's going on here for the people that want to know what I have going on position-wise, where I keep all my things. So let's just go ahead and we're going rogue. Alright, so let me explain really quick why the mixer is so important, because I made a video the other day where I tried to be minimalistic and plug everything into there. I run into a lot of problems with sounds being too loud and sounds being not loud enough and solos not being loud enough. So that's why I have this pretty crazy setup. Alright, gonna act like there's not wires back there. But I also play a lot of different instruments. I like plugging in different instruments, and this specific pedal only has a couple of inputs. The Boss RC600 will have more, but I think I'm gonna stick with the mixer because I have, the other thing is I have quick control right here. You know, these are all volume knobs, and these are all gain knobs, and these are all EQ, and you can't do that on the looper pedal, which is fine if you're just like a guitar player and singing, you know, whatever. You pick one volume, but for what I do is a little more, actually way more complex. So that's why the mixer is so important. So I plug in all of my instruments here, and that's where it goes first, and then from there I'm going into this compressor pedal so I can hear the solos, and then it's going through these, which is just my general effects: chorus, delay, and reverb. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet, but this is also just an instrument. It's just a drum machine. Then from there I go right into the looper pedal, which has the little switches right there, and that's where I make my loops. That's where I make all my music, my drum beats, my backgrounds, and that's how I do my live show that I do every Wednesday. I just do it right here. And then the output goes into the amp so I can hear it. A lot of people like to play with monitors. Me personally, I don't know, I like to just be really chill, not do a massive setup. I like just walking in the room and then grabbing my instruments and just playing, and then just pressing record on my computer. Now how I do that is this has an output on it as well, a monitor output, and I go right into my crappy USB audio interface, and I'm planning on getting a new one soon and probably review that. And then I just click record on Studio One 5, which is a really good basic recording software. And yeah, so that's my entire looper setup. Oh god, the background is so bad. You know what, let's go from up top. So that is my entire looper pedal setup. I think it's gonna work out really great. And I'm excited to be doing my live show, which by the way is gonna be on my second channel now, and this one is gonna be for like studio related stuff. So my other one will just be music for you hardcore tromboners out there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that will be all from me. I will see you guys again in the BoneZone, and maybe in a year I'll have another looper setup video, because it changes a lot. And by the way, if I get that Art Boss RC600 pedal, if it can get over here to America from a boat, I'm definitely going to review it, and I'm going to be playing on it on my live show. So you better believe that. Anyways, have a good one, and I'll see you all again in the BoneZone.